Hey Charlotte County, this is Charlotte County COPWATCH, and we thought we'd do another story here on the Charlotte County Sheriff. His budget came out, and guess what? It's bigger again, of course, as normal, because when you're growing a unconstitutional military police state, apparently that's what you have to do. And I've been going through the budget, and I did the math. So to do this unconstitutional military police state, I guess we're talking about the court people, his people, the jail people, 646 people. And I did the math on that. The budget is now up to $65 million. I did the math. So that's pay, benefits, or retirement on average for each one. $85,000 a year. I don't know about you, but I even have my own little tiny cleaning company cleaning houses, and I don't make anything like that. I can't even afford health care. So this is wrong right here. This is bull crap. But then you can get into the budget, and I wish it was broke down more than this, because Michael C. Marsh runs COPWATCH over in Indian River, and he broke down their budget. Their budget was way broke down. I mean, in fact, I got to contact him to see where he got all the documentation that he did. But I mean, he found out that the jail bought submachine guns and $20,000 tire changer. This one is not broken down as much, I wish, as it was. But there's one major thing that's missing here that almost literally every single place in America, cops, police, sheriff, has, and we do not have: car cameras, body cameras, and court cameras. Now, if you are not doing anything wrong and or illegal, and you are transparent and above board, what's your problem? Why wouldn't you have them? Or could it be that you are running such an out-of-control policing for profit with your road pirates, ruining people's lives every single day for victimless crimes? You should look that up. This is real. No victim, no crime. Period. It's also in jury nullification. It's the same thing in jury nullification. No victim, no crime. If you're in court and there's a guy and you're in a jury and there's no victim, and you can vote not guilty. I mean, who did you hurt? What, the state? Are you serious? So that little saying there is true. Jury, and like I said, jury nullification that's real too. That's one way that they stopped the total failure of prohibition with alcohol. But as you know, this drug war is an ungodly failure too. It created an excuse to have a war on you. It created the military police state that we have today, and especially here. Florida is so fucked up that all we have going here is tourism. And somebody thought, well, man, that's not making us enough money, so let's create an unconstitutional military police state statewide. It's ungodly bad here, and we are now the third largest prison and jail population in the country. It's so bad here. There's a saying: "Come on vacation, leave on probation." That is how bad it is. That is their way of another business and industry of getting money from you, taxing you. It's just sick. But here we got the budget, and like I said, it's really not that broken down. It is broken down, but it's not. You see all these professional services, liability, training seminar, all this crap, right? But like I said, Michael C. Marsh, they got a breakdown where I was like, wow, the jail was, they got the breakdown with the jail that said they're buying submachine guns. What's up with that? You're in jail. Is there a war in jail? How is there going to be a war in jail? Because the people in jail don't have guns. So that, some of the stuff they found out was insane. Actually, the one thing that was kind of interesting, weapons and tasers, as we scroll through here, that's actually a new thing to hear. So that's good and bad. The bad part is tasing, they're finding out, is actually very, very bad. You are being electrocuted. That does affect you for a very long time. You can be killed with them. It is a form of punishment. The other thing that you do here that is unconstitutional, and even the UN banned it, is their dogs. Another way to punish you and is to let their dog eat you. So if a cop went up to you and created bodily harm, you could literally sue them for excessive force, okay? But then they call it a police dog. You know, they literally say, you know, this is a real cop. A dog is a cop. That's so messed up. I don't even get it. But anyways, and they'll just let the dog eat you, and they'll say, well, that's not excessive force. A dog did it. Well, he's a cop, so I want to charge a cop. Well, then they'll say, well, you know, he's not a real person. Well, then but you just said he's a cop. So it's, God, it's so fucked up. So anyways, so at the same time, actually, it's an uncontrolled weapon, and the person that's controlling the weapon is the real human being, so charge them with excessive force. This excuse of stuff what they're doing with dogs lately is just mind-blowing. And like I said, the tasers, even the tasers, they have found out how to, you know, electrocute you and kill you with tasers. So, you know, tasers, you know, the guy that created them wanted to do it, you know, to stop the cops from executing you. But at the same time, cops are so fucked up and sadistic, they'll figure out a way. Like I said, they use the dogs to literally scar you for life. Wow. That's fucked up. And then, like I said, now they're doing it with the tasers. There's killing people with the tasers. And then, of course, you know, they just kill you with their gun anyways. But like I said, there again, the thing that's missing in here that almost literally the rest of America has now is car cameras, body cameras, and court cameras. And guess what? Nothing. Nowhere. Apparently, they think that they are just freaking perfect and that they would never lie. And they don't need them. Tell you what, I've lived here long enough. I've had you watch my channel. They fucked with me so much it's not even funny. And I'm just little old me, COPWATCH. I can't even imagine what they've done to other people. You know, when I first moved here, this is how bad it was. They said, never get involved with the court system here. You'll never get out of the vicious circle and cycle. And I never knew what they meant by that. And now I do, after doing this for 4 years, and the corruption happened with me. And then it keeps happening. I mean, it's insane. If you watch the video, I was just down at the gun range here, CISA Web, questioning if they're still taking your ID and illegally collecting names for gun owners at the state-run gun range down there. And after I left that, they had an FWC guy pull me over for walking. And I'm like, do you always do that? Oh, yeah, we always do that. I go, you sure it's not because I just questioned them down there and it's on video? No, it had nothing to do with it. And then the real way to proof that you know that they were talking to each other is that I got a pass where I'm good for a whole year. I paid for it. Didn't have it on me. It's in the other car. And I said, look it up, man. I got it. And he didn't even ask for my name. Went in his truck and looked it up because he already knew everything. They've illegally pulled the record on me countless times. Tried to bust it for it's so fucking corrupt there. But I thought I would you know, show you the budget here. There is nothing. No body camera, no car cameras, no court cameras. One of the last freaking places in America that does not have that. And there again, that's because it's so fucking corrupt here. It is not even funny. And this is the guy that's running it right here, Charlotte County Sheriff Bill PRUMMELL. When you put Hitler's face right next to it, I did it one time, and people thought, oh my God, that's scary. It is. Period. In fact, I keep getting people coming to me too that you know, here they bust people for breaking the law, but yet I've heard tons of stories that this whole department needs to be checked for drugs and steroid use. If you use steroid, that's a supposedly an illegal drug, you will be busted. But guess what? The Charlotte County Sheriffs are using steroids. I've heard countless stories. These guys are so pumped up, and you wonder why they're so angry. when you get that pumped up on roids, you know your attitude changes big time. And it's here, but they don't care. They're super tied in with the feds, so apparently the feds let them get away with it because the feds like, you know, pretty much like to control them here. Another quick story too is that we're trying to investigate him for using Stingray, which one of the deputies that I knew for at one time, we hate each other's guts now, admitted to me that he used and he put it on a bank robber's car that they were tracking. And when I confronted about it, you know, he's like, well, we got enough evidence. We don't need it in court anymore. And we've been trying to find out if they're using it on me because my phones have been acting so bad for the past year that we've literally had to get a microcell tower. We've had to get the newer phones that got Wi-Fi on it so we can talk over that because, I mean, and that is one way to tell that they're using a Stingray on you, which is a microcell tower. Which pretends to be a cell tower. If they got it in the area, they get all your voice, they get your data, they get your text. It's mind-blowing. It is legal to a point. Yes, they can get a court order, but even that's super questionable because when they fire that sucker up, that gets everybody in the area. So all those other people that are sucking up while that sucker is turned on, that's illegal. And then the way that they're explaining it to the judge, they're telling him it's a pen test register to track him or something. That's freaking lingo from way back during wired telephones. Are you nuts? The stuff that they get now blows it away, and the judges are making excuses. Well, I didn't know what he meant. Bullshit, man. It's all about policing for profit. Period. But there you go. There's his budget. No body cameras, no car cameras, no court cameras, because they're so damn corrupt. They know that they can't have them because it's their word against yours. And the judge and the prosecutors are all into the policing profit, so they're going to believe them, not you. They got to keep that new industry going of policing for profit. You are just a slave. You are just a serf. Wake the fuck up, people. Vote this prick out of town. Defund this agency. You can cut the budget in half. All you need cops for and sheriffs for is for real crimes. You know, victim crimes. That's it. You can cut the budget. Stop policing for profit, fishing, and all this other BS. Stop the war on drugs. It's a failure just like prohibition was. You can cut the budget in half. It's your money. Do you like giving money to people that are going to fuck with you all the time? I don't.
Hey, Sheriff, we have a question about why your office, your intelligence division, is investigating private citizens for criminal investigation that happen to be activists that are overseeing your department. Why would you have your intelligence division investigate private citizens? We have done...
for life hating so much.
Sir, we don't hate anyone. We love freedom and we love American people. And government is out of control. That's why you're seeing such a revolt nationwide. Why can't you just answer, why is Susan Edwards, your intelligence division, investigating private citizens? This should not happen.
Are Are you here to apply for a job?
Possibly I might be applying for a job, but that's irrelevant to my question. Why would you ask that question?
Well, enjoy the fair.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Excuse you?
Excuse me, sir.
So those of you that haven't
Wow.
been on a bike before, we're
Sheriff's getting a little too pushy. You work for us, Sheriff. Just keep that in mind. At one time we respected you, but not with that type of attitude.
Hey Charlotte County, this is Charlotte County COPWATCH, and I wanted to explain what fair use is. You can use pieces of news articles if you're doing it for news reporting, you have commentary, and you're doing it for education purposes. So that's what fair use is, as you can see right here. Another reason why I wanted to make this video is to let you know I just joined with Patreon. A nice thing with Patreon, I make no money on YouTube. They took the money away years ago, and so this is another way to give, and it's a nice thing too because you can give monthly. You can give $1, $5, $10, whatever. I do 4 to 5 hours a day on trying to wake the sheeple up on how corrupt it is and different ways that you can fight the corruption. So Patreon is a way that you can do it, and then of course the old way is still there. Donate to Charlotte County COPWATCH with PayPal or credit card. So keep that in mind. 4 to 5 hours a day. I make no money, but the corruption happened to me and I'm sick of it, so I'm trying to wake people up. But my wife would love it if if we could get some help out there. There's 47,000 subscribers. Just think if each one of you subscribers just gave let's say actually yes, $1 a month. 47,000 subscribers gave $1 a month. That would be awesome. That's not going to happen. But anyways, that would be great if it did happen. But do the math in your head. Just think about it. Like I said, 4 to 5 hours a day. I get no money from YouTube. YouTube has gone nuts. You can't do anything anymore. They're taking the money away everywhere. So these are a couple different ways that you can still help out with all this time that I put in. And as you know, I'm in a special situation where at least I can do it. 4 to 5 hours a day. We have a cleaning company during the day. That's what allows me to do this, and we're debt free. So this is my hobby. I don't go fishing and all that other crap. I try to save the world. So help me out to make the wife happy, man. In fact, if you guys did give $1 a day, and there was 47,000 of you, and you did it, and each of you gave $1, and that was every month, oh my God, yes, I could quit. I could start suing them. Another idea too that we have is, you know, if I got, you know, some funds, we could actually contact everyone that has been ticketed and or arrested and put in jail and start sending them postcards to let them know we're here, and to see if everything went all right, and if it didn't, find out their story. So we could even do more investigations and more lawsuits. Lawsuits take money. So just think about that. You know, 47,000 of you so far right now, you know, $1 a day, I mean $1 a month on Patreon, or $5 a month Patreon, 10, 20, whatever. Just do the math in your head, help out. This is a lot of work every single day. Thanks.